Hey, have you ever thought about why strangers seem to vibe with you, or why you always wake up at the same time? Have you noticed how your gut always seems to be right? Or how animals and kids seem to be drawn to you? In this video, I'll share 7 surprising signs that you're a chosen one and different from the rest. Let's dive in and see what makes you stand out in a world where everyone wants to be the same. Watching this video will help you better recognize and understand your special skills and how they can positively impact your life. I'll show you how to spot these signs and use your spiritual skills to improve your well-being and your relationships. People often look at you and may not see what's so special about you. But there are unique facts about being chosen. Fate doesn't provide a manual. It presents clues and signs. Don't regard these indications as mere coincidences. Recognize them and explore them deeply, as they can reveal the path to your destiny. If you feel that you don't fit in or notice that people look at you, you're being in your relationships. People often look at you and may not see what's so special about you. But there are unique facts about being chosen. Fate doesn't provide a manual, it presents clues and signs. Don't regard these indications as mere coincidences. Recognize them and explore them deeply, as they can reveal the path to your destiny. If you feel that you don't fit in or notice that people look at you differently, keep watching. In a world so full of negativity, we need each other. That's why we created these videos, to share our testimonies and show that we're not alone. I thank each and every one of you. Let's explore this together and turn these experiences into powerful tools for personal growth. When you start to notice that strangers often approach you or that apparently strange people seek your attention, it's a sign that you're meant for something greater. It's a sign that you're spiritually unique and chosen. This magnetism isn't just a coincidence, it's a result of the divine light within you. You have a magnetic presence that attracts people. When you have a spiritual awakening and welcome the Holy Spirit, God's light begins to shine through you in a very powerful way. This light not only illuminates your path but also attracts those who need it. Healing, guidance, and comfort. You become a beacon for others because of this light. People are drawn to you because they feel you have something special to offer. This can include those who need your wisdom and compassion, as well as those who are unknowingly guided by negative forces to try to divert you from your path. It's important to remember that not everyone who approaches you has good intentions. This is where you've got the gift of discernment, so you can tell the difference between people who are on the same page and those who aren't. This lets you figure out who's a good fit for your help and who's not. Keep an eye out for these situations, and trust your gut. Let's say you're heading to the supermarket at a certain time, and suddenly, you're in the supermarket, minding your own business, when some random person starts talking to you about their personal problems. Now, it might seem like a coincidence, but it's actually God's plan. He knew that this person needed to hear your words of comfort and wisdom. These encounters aren't just random events, they're signs that you've been chosen for a greater purpose. You're a chosen one, different from the rest of the. If someone starts talking to you about their personal problems, it might seem like a coincidence, but it's actually God's plan. He knows that this person needs to hear your words of comfort and wisdom. These interactions aren't just random, they're signs that you're meant for something bigger. Your intuition is one of your superpowers. It's incredibly sharp and always there, guiding you in ways that others can't understand. You have this amazing ability to sense and predict situations before they happen, which often perplexes others. When people around you face problems, they often panic and don't know how to react, which can lead to feelings of depression, anxiety, and despair. But you're different. When faced with challenges and unexpected changes, you stay calm and see the big picture. You inherently know that everything will work out and work in your favor. This ability to adapt and stay calm in chaos is a clear sign of your deep spiritual connection. Your intuition lets you read people and situations accurately. You can enter an environment and immediately pick up on you're able to handle challenges and unexpected changes with ease. You have a sixth sense for knowing who's trustworthy and who isn't, which situations are safe and which you should avoid. This isn't something you just learn, it's a spiritual gift that's been given to you to protect and guide you on your journey. Let's imagine a common situation. While others may feel lost and disoriented when facing a major life change, you remain calm. For example, if you lose a job, instead. If you're feeling down about losing your job, your gut might tell you that it's a chance for something better. You can spot signs and follow clues that others miss, leading you to new opportunities that line up with your life's purpose. This strong intuition also shows up in everyday things. Maybe you feel a weird sensation before leaving the house and change your plans, only to find out later that you've avoided an accident or something bad. Or you might feel a strong connection with someone you just met, like you'll be friends or something. The third sign that you're a chosen one and different from the rest of the world is your increased sensitivity to your own emotions and feelings. This sensitivity is especially marked during your spiritual awakening, when you start to connect more deeply with your inner self and the energies around you. Imagine you're out with friends at a social event. In the middle of the conversation, something is said that really speaks to you, and suddenly you feel flooded by a wave of emotions. While others might just think it's a casual conversation, you feel like it's hitting something much deeper. This sensitivity can transform the rest of your life. You start to connect more deeply with your inner self and the energies around you. Imagine you're out with friends at a social event. In the middle of the conversation, something is said that really speaks to you, and suddenly you feel flooded by a wave of emotions. While for others it may be just a casual conversation, for you these words touch something much deeper. This sensitivity can transform the rest of your evening, leaving you introspective and sometimes even shaken. This ability to feel your emotions so intensely can be both a blessing and a challenge. On the one hand, you have a deep understanding of yourself and are able to recognize and process your emotions with a clarity that few people possess. This allows you to grow emotionally and develop genuine empathy for others. You become an attentive listener and you become a compassionate friend, someone who truly understands what others are feeling because you're in tune with your own emotions. But this sensitivity can also be exhausting. When you're in environments full of negativity or surrounded by toxic people, you can easily feel overwhelmed. Negative energy can drain your life force, leaving you exhausted and emotionally drained. This is especially true if you have to deal with. If you've got toxic family members or difficult coworkers, it's important to find ways to protect and recharge. Meditation, prayer, and grounding are essential for maintaining your emotional balance. Spending time in nature, away from distractions and negative energies, can be extremely beneficial. Taking off your shoes and walking barefoot on the grass, for example, helps reconnect. It helps you reconnect with the calming energy of the earth. This sensitivity also makes you more aware of the energy around you. You can walk into a room and instantly feel the atmosphere, sensing whether there's tension, joy, sadness, or any other predominant emotion. This gives you a unique advantage in navigating social and professional situations, allowing you to adjust accordingly and protect your emotional well-being. This heightened sensitivity to your own emotions and feelings is a big part of what makes you a chosen one. It allows you to live in an authentic and connected way, always in tune with your true self. Although it can be challenging, it is also a great gift that allows you to experience life with a depth and richness that many others do not have. You'll know you're a chosen one when animals and kids are drawn to you, even if you don't know why. It's a sign that your energy and presence have something special. Animals are sensitive to vibrations, so they can pick up on your energy. They pick up on vibrations and energies that we often ignore. They sense when someone has a calm, peaceful, and positive energy. If you notice that animals often approach you, even the skittish ones, it's a clear sign that your aura emits a high and welcoming vibration. For example, you may have noticed that dogs, who are usually wary of strangers. Animals are actually pretty sensitive to your energy. If they're relaxed and happy around you, it's a good sign. They might even come to you if they sense that your energy is positive. If you've noticed that animals are approaching you more often, especially the ones that usually stay away, it's a clear sign that your aura is positive and welcoming. For example, you might have noticed that dogs, who are usually wary of strangers, immediately feel comfortable around you. Or maybe even cats, known for being selective, seek out your company. It may even be that birds and other wild animals don't shy away when you're around, showing a trust that they don't have with just anyone. In addition to animals, young children are also attracted to you. Children, especially young ones, are extremely. You've got a certain energy about you that makes animals and kids feel comfortable around you. Cats, in particular, seem to really like you. They might even come to you because they trust you. Kids are super sensitive to energy, so when they smile at you or seem relaxed and happy, it's a clear sign that they're feeling good around you. They can tell when you're kind and friendly. They can tell when you're being kind and affectionate, even if you're a stranger. This ability to attract animals and children is a clear sign that you're a chosen one. Your high energy, natural kindness, and deep spiritual connection make you a beacon for the most sensitive among us. Value this connection and use it as a tool to continue spreading light and positivity wherever they go. The fifth sign that you are chosen and different from the rest of the world is that you often wake up between 3 o'clock and 4 a.m. This phenomenon is known to many as the witching hour, or the spiritual hour. If you're one of the few who wake up around 3 a.m., don't worry, you're not alone. This is a sign that you're attuned to something bigger. Many spiritual traditions believe that this is a powerful time for meditation, prayer, and introspection. If you wake up around 3 a.m., it's likely that you're receiving important messages or spiritual guidance that can help you on your life journey. Let's imagine that you wake up suddenly at 3:30 a.m. morning, feeling totally awake for no reason. Instead of hitting the hay again right away, think of this as a chance to connect with your spirituality. Take a few minutes to meditate, pray, or just think about your life and goals. During these quiet moments, you might get some great insights or feel a deep peace that helps you solve problems and make important decisions. Also, waking up at this time can be a sign that you're in tune with the greater forces of the universe. It might be a time when you're more open to receiving spiritual downloads, strong intuitions, or even energy healings. A lot of people say that when they wake up at this time and meditate or reflect for a few minutes, they get answers to questions that have been bothering them or find creative solutions to challenges they face. This could also mean that you're having a deep spiritual awakening. As your soul grows and expands, you become more sensitive to the energies around you and more open to spiritual communications. Another sign that you're a chosen one and different from the rest of the world is your ability to feel comfortable being different or separate. You may have felt like you didn't fit in with most people since you were a kid. Maybe you had ideas or interests that were different from most people. Feeling like an outsider isn't something you just happen to feel. It's a sign that you have a special purpose and a unique journey to follow. A lot of people struggle to fit in their whole lives, trying to shape their identities to be accepted by society. But you, on the other hand, have always had a natural inclination to follow your own path, even if it meant being different or lonely. This willingness to walk alone shows an inner strength. You're confident in who you are and what you believe in. For example, while your peers may have followed conventional careers or pursued traditional lifestyles, you may have felt a calling to explore paths less traveled, such as art, spirituality, or other forms of expression that challenge established norms. You understand that your value lies not in conforming, but in being authentic with yourself. This authenticity is a mark of your chosen soul, guided by a greater purpose that transcends social expectations. This difference also manifests itself in your daily interactions. Perhaps you don't feel the need to be part of every social activity or follow every trend. You're at ease in your own company, using that time to reflect, grow spiritually, and connect with your inner self. You value quality over quantity in relationships, preferring deep and meaningful connections to superficial interactions. You also have a way of dealing with rejection or misunderstanding from others. Instead of feeling discouraged, you see these experiences as confirmations that you are on the right track. Rejection is not a reflection of your worth, but an indication that you are destined for something greater. You get it. Being a chosen one means sometimes going it alone, but you always have a clear purpose and direction. You're unique and comfortable with yourself, and that's a sign of your deep connection with the divine. You know you were created for a special purpose, and that gives you the strength to move forward even when the path seems lonely. You don't conform to the world's standards because you know your destiny is shaped by higher forces. The seventh sign that you are a chosen one and different from the rest of the world is the way you're good at dealing with periods of isolation. While a lot of people fear solitude and do everything they can to avoid it, you see these moments as valuable opportunities for growth and reflection. This ability to find value in solitude is a sign of your deep spiritual connection and the unique journey you're destined to follow. During periods of isolation, you don't feel abandoned or lost. On the contrary, you see these moments as sacred times to reconnect with your inner self and the divine. Instead of feeling restless or anxious, you embrace calm and silence, using them as tools for introspection and self-knowledge. This ability to turn isolation into growth also reflects your independence and self-sufficiency. Knowledge, you can turn isolation into growth, and you're self-reliant. You don't need others' validation or their company to feel complete. You find strength in yourself and your connection with the divine. This gives you a solid foundation, so you can face challenges with confidence and clarity. If you've identified with these signs, you're likely a chosen one, destined for a greater purpose and guided by a deep spiritual connection. Each of these signs points to a unique and meaningful journey that you're destined to take. It's essential that you recognize and value these characteristics. If you're into using tools to grow, help others, and fulfill your divine purpose, then these signs might be up your alley. If they resonated with you, I encourage you to keep exploring your spirituality and connect even more deeply with your inner self and the divine. Remember that you're not in this alone. There are tons of others like you who share these experiences and are also seeking to understand and fulfill their purpose. There are many other signs that we can explore together. If you found this message up your alley and are looking forward to more, let me know in the comments section. If you're ready for part 2, just write part 2.